Hello and welcome to Dominating Dominion. I'm Zach.
And I'm Ben.
And this show, we play through the game Dominion. It's a big game with lots of expansions, so there's lots of different cards. And if you don't know what it is, we got videos to tell you what it is. But for those of you who know the deal, we're playing with another set of 10 Kingdom cards this week to discuss strategies with you guys with this set. So let's roll right into the gameplay, and then we'll be back to talk with you guys about the strategies for this week's set. Alright, this week we're playing with another set of Kingdom cards. We've got Vagrant, Gardens, Smithy, Tournament, Cash, Explorer, Ghost Ship, Grave Robber, Haggler, and Peddler. And then, of course, with Tournament, we got all those prize cards again. We played with the Tournament recently, so you guys should remember that one. Alright, Ben, you're up.
I got 3 coppers, and it'll take me a silver.
Turn your sound down on your thing. I could hear it.
Yeah, that was weird. I just muted it.
All right, I got 3. I'll take a silver.
Guess what? I have 4. Yeah. Silver.
For a Smithy.
Pardon me a moment while I read the cards.
Read the cards? You don't know these?
I'm just making sure because I can't. I'm just reading Grave Robber because I don't play with that often.
Yeah, we haven't had this one for a while.
Gain a card from the trash costing 3 to 6, putting it on top of your deck, or trash an action card from your hand, gaining 3 more than it, and that's province or silver. Goes on in your hand. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ghost Ship's the attack. That's cash. I will play 5 to get a
5.
Haggler.
A Haggler? Get out of here.
Ooh.
All right, 4. I don't like having 4. I'll deal with it anyway.
Well, I have 5 again.
I would like 5.
I will take. There's no dual actions, which kind of stinks. So I'll take a Haggler. Okay, there we go. Ooh.
All right, Smithy. And then we've got 5. I shall take a... this is tough. Take a Ghost Ship.
Ghost Ship. Got 5. I will take a Ghost Ship. Fight the power.
6. I'll take gold.
Got a Haggler. And that gives me a total of 5. So, take a Tournament. And with my card I get less than that, I'll take a Vagrant.
Play a Smithy. And I've got 7, of course.
Whoa! 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 Haggler. And I play 3. My 5 twin, and with my card I gain that's less, a Vagrant.
I'm gonna play Ghost Ship.
What?
Yeah, deal with that, Ghost Ship.
You jerk? You jerk?
And I'll play that.
Play a Haggler, and my treasures. Gain a gold. And there is no trash card, so a Tournament.
Smithy.
Oh yeah, these go back on top.
9 and Province.
Okay. Ghost Ship. I've got 3. A silver.
2, a Vagrant.
Play a Tournament. Haha, you don't have one, yay. Ooh. I've got 1 coin. That would give me 6. That could give me more. I get 2 cards with that. Ooh. Play treasures. With my 6, I'll gain a gold and a peddler.
What? Go ship.
Because it was free. Ooh. Interesting. What do I do?
Alright, and
Okay.
then 9.
Find out if that was smart or not.
Profits.
Okay. That was okay.
2, a Vagrant.
Whole bunch. Province.
Smithy. I got a whole bunch here. I'm just gonna play those.
Two.
And I'll pick up a province. No buy card in this game makes this weird.
Tournament.
Here you go. No prize for you.
Fine. Do it again, I dare
prize
you.
for you.
That kind of sucked because I had 2 of them.
I'm sorry. Alright, a Vagrant. Nope. 5, I shall take... Take an Explorer.
I got a ghost ship, and that really hurt, because that was not good at all. Hopefully that hurt you.
Sorta.
Got 3. Take a Vagrant. And you can end turn, thank you.
Yeah, that didn't really hurt as much because I got a Vagrant to pick them both back up.
Oh, okay.
But it did set me down a little bit. Alright, then go ship. And then 3, a nice little silver coin.
2. Take a Vagrant.
6, a gold.
Tournament.
Province.
You have one.
I did.
And
It's like
fine,
fate.
I'll play 8 and get a province.
Oh, really? You think you could do
Yeah.
that? Well, I'll play 9 and get a province.
Well, I'll play Peddler, and then a Haggler, and then my treasures. I've got 8. I'll take that and a gold. Because it's a province, and who doesn't like Provi?
Vagrant.
Oh, no Schmitty for you.
Explorer. I've got a province, so I get a gold in my hand. Wonderful.
Damn.
Don't have 8. So I'll grab a duchy.
Ooh. Vagrant. Tournament.
Oh, a prize card. There we go.
What does that do? That gives me a buy. I have to take it.
Which one did he pick up? He's taking the princess.
Right. And that. Play my treasures.
Uh,
So I got 6 2 buys. Everything costs 2 less.
uh,
Do I can't end it.
who has the most provinces at this
You
moment?
do.
Do I?
By far. By far. You have 4. I only have 3.
I didn't know
that.
you read the extra one if it was me. Or,
That's definitely, you know, I think I only have 2.
Alright, I'll pick up a gardens.
Okay.
I have a province.
I do too. Take a duchy with that one. And a peddler, I'll get that duchy. I have 4 coins. Take a gardens.
3, I'll take a silver.
Vagrant. And a ghost. Did that hurt you a little?
Not really.
Let's hope. Duchy.
Vagrant. Go ship.
Interesting.
2, I'll take a Vagrant.
I'll take a Vagrant as well with my 2. this it? Is this it?
I don't know if I should end it. I could end it.
You going to? Because now I got a lot of duchies.
I know, that's what I'm thinking. You know what? Screw it. Let's find out.
No.
Oh, yes! What did I have?
Dang
Did I
it.
have an extra... Was it what? What was that? Oh, I guess it was just the province. Yep. You always... I guess that backs up the statement. You always get the provinces when you can. Alright, good game.
Yeah, I had enough to end it, and I wanted to.
I'm sad now.
Good.
I almost
you
came back.
Be sad.
Almost. One turn, and then I would have gotten at least 12 points.
It's because you picked up tournament. What a joke. Actually, tournament's quite
I
don't think it was good.
I made one mistake, and that is when I played a tournament, and you revealed the province. So I got like, oh crap, I can't draw this card, and then I was like, I picked up a duchy, and like, oh wait, but I have a peddler. I could have drawn this card, and I should have gained a trusted steed at that moment. Then I would have been able to get like 2 cards, 2 coins, or something.
I'm seeing a pattern here. He likes to blame trusted steed all the time now for your failures.
I do. It seems like that, but it wasn't. It wasn't like a glitch. It was a. I made a mistake, and like actually, I made a mistake.
Vagrant. I like this 2 card. This is a very good 2 card. One of my favorites.
I think it's a really good 2 card because it always never hurts.
It never does hurt unless you're drawing it and you have no more actions to play.
Yeah.
That's the only case when it would hurt. But the nice thing is, especially in games where you can't trash anything, this will help you get through your deck pretty well. And in fact, there wasn't any defense cards here, but Ghost Ship.
Yeah.
You played that several times, and I would just put my victory cards back on top, play this, and get them both back, so it was like nothing happened.
I know, that made me sad.
So, and then I'd have another Ghost Ship to return the favor, and I'd be fine.
It hurt me early on, but then I realized, oh wait, I can just put good cards back and just get a super good hand next turn, and then I started doing that.
Yeah,
but that's in Ghost Ship. This is Vagrant.
Yep, Vagrant I like. It's a nice little 2 card. If it's on your kingdom, chances are it's going to be probably pretty good unless you've trashed a lot of your victory cards.
Yeah.
So.
And at that point, it's a 2 card. It gives you a card in action. Hey, for a card in the near future that we're talking about, that's really good.
Yeah. So this is always good to pick up if you have the cards that this lets you draw extra. So Vagrant from Dark Ages. Next up is Smithy from the base set.
Good old Smithy. I didn't pick it up.
I did. Smithy's great.
You picked it up early, and I think that helped you out a little bit because I picked up 2 silvers, which gave me 2 early 5 cards, but then you got that gold, which hurt. And I was like, oh.
Smithy's good. I like it. Especially in the beginning, see, I had all these treasures, and I wasn't playing to go a lot of action cards. So I was like, Smithy will just let me draw a lot of treasures. If I had picked up a whole variety of action cards in this game, Smithy wouldn't have been as good. But I tried to limit the action cards I did draw, so this was excellent with all the treasures and stuff. Because most times when I played this, I'd get a good deal of treasures or at least victory cards out of the way. I think I might have picked up an action card here or there with Smithy. But otherwise, this is definitely a good buy if you're going big money. So, Smithy, bam, very good.
Yep.
Especially a good start card.
Gardens. In a 2-player game, it wasn't too good in this set. In a larger player game, I can see this being a little bit better.
Why?
Because
why do the players affect it?
Because the game will last longer. Because remember, we only have 8 provi, and in the 3 or more, you get more, which the game will last a little bit longer.
I feel that's not going to be a big factor, though. It will be a little bit.
I had mine up to 4 points, so it was pretty good pick.
Okay, here's the thing I see that affects Gardens. I know we got a request for this, so somebody was asking our opinion on Gardens. Normally, I don't go for Gardens. I tend to ignore it unless I find it's going to be really easy to get a big deck that isn't going to slow me down. Which most cases, I like to trash my cards and kind of stick to something that's small and efficient.
Yes.
That's what she said. I feel like that's what she said there. Anyway, so in games with buys, Gardens definitely becomes more worth it.
Yes.
This one didn't have a buy though, so this
it had Haggler, which it gives you a card less, so it's essentially you buy a 5, get a 4 or something.
You can't get this though.
You can't get victory points though, or victory cards, which kind of stinks. But
so really, this is only going to come in handy
if
you've got a lot of cards and buys. And in this one, you didn't really. At this point, it was like I'd pick this up if I only had 4, and you have to have at least 30 cards for this to be worth more than a duchy. At that point, then that's worth it. But Otherwise, generally, I don't tend to go Gardens. It's a nice card, but it really depends on how many cards you have in your deck. Otherwise, it's probably ignoring it. This was not key to strategy, I think. I think this was just if you had 4 and it was worth 3 or something like that, and you need the victory points, that's when I picked it up. And I picked it up really only when we were getting close to the end of the game and went, oh, I don't have enough for a duchy. Well, I'll pick this up so I can still kind of keep up with him since he was grabbing duchies like mad. So that's Gardens from base.
Tournament.
So we talked a lot about this recently, so we won't talk about it too much, except for
the fact that it worked a little bit better in this game.
I don't think it did.
For me, at least, it worked a little bit better because. All
right. So why did you decide this was the way to go?
Because there were no buy cards, and I looked at it. And I'm like, ooh, Princess would be really good, and it was pretty good. I mean, it made everything cost 2 less, which is nice, and with Haggler, that's also a great combination. But I didn't get to play both together. But yeah. Some of the prize cards could be really good because you had the Trusted Steed for 2 actions. You had the Princess for an extra buy and everything's cheaper. Yeah, but the prize cards would be good. And you get a free duchy when you reveal a province, if that's the worst case. And yeah.
I don't like Tournament in this one. I did not think that was the way to go. I felt Big Money was better. And here's the reasons why I looked away from Tournament. I find tournaments better when you're able to get your tournaments together easily and your provinces. In this one, I did not see that as the case because you couldn't trash any of your cards ever. So the start cards are stuck there. Unlike in another game where you could trash those, it makes it easier then for these to get together with the provinces. As you saw, he got them together, but had he been able to chapel them or something, it would have been a lot more efficient.
Yes, I feel. But the also reason I got Tournament was because it's an action card, and I wanted to get Peddlers. Because I got Haggler, so I'd buy a really good card, and then my free card would be Peddler, which is a pretty good free card.
I mean, you were still able to keep up pretty well, which I was quite surprised. But I do feel the general strategy I'll kind of agree on here as we get towards the end of the cards is I feel Big Money was the way to go for this one, definitely, with the limited actions you could take.
Yep. Explorer. I like that.
That was a Cornucopia. Tournament from Cornucopia. Yeah. Next up, we've got Explorer from Seaside. Nice card.
I like that card a lot, but I'm sad I didn't pick it up because I already had enough terminating actions with my Hagglers and Ghost Ship, which I regret picking up. But Explorer, I really like because you're always getting a silver in your hand when you play it. But if you, for some reason, have a province because you rushed it, I don't know, or it's late game, you get a gold in your hand. So it's pretty much a +2 or a +3 for pretty good.
Yeah, so if the nice thing is, I'd probably ignore this card. Except for the fact that whatever treasure you're getting goes into your hand. So that's really where this card shines through. And if you get lucky enough to get a gold added to your hand, +3 on that turn, which is really nice. I know that gold will keep coming back, of course. So I wouldn't pick up too many of these. I just picked up one at the point because I was like, oh, if I get the gold in the hand, that'll be very nice. Silver too.
Maybe you're like really good and have like a 6-card deck, and you're always gonna have a province.
Yeah, you get a lot of golds.
And you get a lot of golds through the Explorers. You might have more than one Explorer as you go through.
Yeah. This was definitely one of this was probably the 5 card I really looked at as wanting to get at some point, because since I was going Big Money, this is just another way to get a gold instead of having to buy it. So, very nice there. Yep. Not a huge great card in most games, but it's kind of a nice boost in some cases.
It's like a mine. Kinda. Except you don't get a trash card.
Next up, Ghost Ship from Seaside as well. We tend to ignore this card, I think.
I wish I ignored it. I wish I said, he bought a Ghost Ship, I need to retaliate. I wish I said, oh, I don't care, it doesn't do much. Because it doesn't. It sometimes even helps your opponent. And that's the thing. And I think it helped me more than it hurt me, in most cases. Where you would play your Ghost Ship like, oh, but this is a 6. Oh, I'll just put my gold and silver back.
I did that sometimes.
And then I'm like, next turn, I got 8. Whatever. So, it can be good, but in this case, I don't think it was.
Well, here's the thing. I picked this up because the 2 cards was nice. It was like it was close to Smithy, so it would help me draw more of the treasure cards. And the attack, I find, I'm conflicted on the attack. I tend to ignore it for his reasons, where your opponent can at least put good cards on top and maybe get something even better. But the thing is that kind of makes this a little better than malicious in some cases, is... The problem with Militia is sometimes they'll just discard 2 victory cards.
Yeah.
Whereas with this,
They
You're
can't
putting
do
2
that.
victory cards back on top, which really stinks.
I
'cause
did
you're
that
like,
at first because I'm like, oh, okay, I just discard. Oh, they go back on top. My bad. I did that the first time you played that because we haven't played with Goshen in like forever.
Yeah, so that hurts when they're
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't want to get rid of my good cards, but I have to put these victories back on top, so that even slows them down more. So it varies depending on what's in their hands. But in this one, I definitely would recommend probably this card to pick up. Maybe not for everybody, depending on what you're going, but I liked it. It was a nice card for me at least.
I'm giving it eh.
In other games, I'd probably give it a net too, but in this one, I liked it. Next up, Haggler.
I really like Haggler because, especially in this one, it was the only way to get 2 cards per turn, and that's quite nice. Gives you 2 coins, so hey, that's pretty good already. But the fact is, whenever I played a Haggler, I always got stuck with 5, and it's like, but there's so many 5 cards, and I wanted a 6, so then I could go down and get a 5 with my bonus.
Yeah, this was a tough one. Haggler. I used to get Haggler a lot. It seems like every game I've played with Haggler and recently it hasn't been as great. There's always been something better to pick up with. But it is a good card. I mean, if you get a province, you can always pick up a gold with this and stuff like that. So it depends. If you're getting high treasure values or high coin values, good card to pick up. If you're getting kind of average or low, I feel it's kind of worth ignoring.
Not at that point. It's really bad.
Like in this game, I felt it was worth ignoring because I already had other action cards, so this would even limit my.
Yeah.
This would be. I felt at the time when I already had the action cards I liked, this would just be an extra, kind of a waste.
Yeah.
Then I'd have a situation where I would have to pick between action cards. I never liked that because you're not being as efficient as you could be if you have tons of action cards in your hand, but you only got 1 you could play. So I tried to keep it down to a few action cards, and this was not one of them. It's good in like engines and stuff for certain situations, but
if you have multiple actions to play.
Yeah. If this had given you a victory card, though, if it lets you get a victory card, it'd be a lot better. But since it doesn't,
I mean,
it's tough.
It's really nice. It's really good in combination with another card called Border Village.
Oh yeah, that's great.
So it just doubles.
We had
Border
that. I don't know if that was on Dominating Dominion, but we covered Border Village in the past.
What you'd do is you'd Haggler, you'd buy Border Village. With Border Village, you'd gain, say, your duchy, and then because your Haggler can't give you another duchy, you just gain another 5 card that you want.
Yeah, it's fun.
It just makes it.
That was a fun combo. So that's a game where Haggler was really good. But in this one, Haggler from Hinterlands was okay. I ignored it. How'd you feel about it?
I liked it, but I think I had 1 too many. AKA, I had 2.
Oh, did you have 2?
I had.
Oh, okay.
Well, I had a 4-3 at the start. I got 2 silvers. Then I went 5, 5.
I don't
5,
think I had
5. I think I had 4 5s in a row or something.
I didn't have 2 of anything except for Vagrant. I had a couple of Vagrants because they were so cheap. You could always keep playing more. Otherwise, I only had 1 of each action card. Next up is Grave Robber from Dark Ages. I think we've covered this card.
I don't know. I really like it. It just wasn't good in this case. Because
if you had been able to get a lot of 5 cards, very good.
I had a lot of 5 cards was the thing. Is I think I might have or should have picked it up. But I don't know.
Since I was going big money, this was useless to me.
Yes.
Because this only really affects your action cards. If a lot of stuff's getting trashed, which in this game nothing was getting trashed, this card has a lot more value, of course. But with nothing getting trashed, unless it was from this card, there was nothing. I don't think anything even made it into our trash pile. So this was kind of, You could get your 5 cards back if you were using this, and to trash your 5 cards, to get provinces.
What we could have done was trash or like Vagrants to get duchies or something, or even like towards late game, or trash our 5 cards to get provinces and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm on an iffy spot with Grave Robber. I mean, it's
because you have to trash an action card. You can't just go, I'm upgrading my duchy or my estate into a.
It's tough to say go a lot of actions in this one because of you never get 2 actions. So, and a lot of these didn't allow you to play another action card. So it was like, this is I'd say no. I'd say avoid Grave Robber, but that's because I'm recommending the big money one for this one.
I'd say Depends on how you look at it.
Alright, next up we've got Cash from Hinterlands.
That's a pretty good card, but it's not good in this one, in my opinion. The fact that I say it's not is because you get 2 coppers and you can't clean up your hand.
Yeah.
And that really hurts.
The only way I'd recommend this in this game is if you got 5 at the beginning and you just wanted an early gold.
That is true.
Otherwise, just because you can't trash the coppers, or and your coppers don't get any other value because of like Coppersmith or something, it's kind of like, eh.
Yeah, coppers in this one you didn't want, and especially if you're trying to get what Zach's strategy is, big money, you don't want coppers, and that kind of hurts.
Yeah, that's why I avoided cash. I don't really, it's 2 extra coppers, and coppers at the end of the game are really poor.
Yeah.
So I did not care for cash this game. There are games where I really enjoy having cash out there because it's nice.
Stables.
And pick up. Yeah, Stables is an example. We did Stables last week, right?
Or I don't know if we did.
2 weeks ago, I think it was.
Some time ago.
That's when this card could be good because that's even more treasures. So you have the opportunity to discard and get 3 more cards. Otherwise, in this one, no. You didn't want any more coppers than you were already stuck with, especially when you got your higher treasures. So maybe on your first buy, if you got the 5-2 split, though I feel like probably
Haggler or something else would have been better.
Yeah, so that's cash. It's okay. Not great in this one, but can be depending on your set of cards.
Can be very good. So don't get us wrong. We're not trying to say cash is a table card, never buy it. We're just saying it wasn't too great in this set.
Yeah, it really depends on
the set.
It really just depends on what you can do with those 2 coppers you get. Otherwise, I mean, it's great. It's a gold for 1 less. It's just it's 1 less because you're getting 2 coppers with it. So it really depends if those 2 coppers are going to be worth it.
I mean, if you don't care about coppers, if you like to get a ton of coppers because you love coppers, then go pick up cash.
You probably won't win, but
hey, you got coppers. If you could, maybe you guys are playing with a rule that you made up that if you have the most coppers at the end of the game, you get 10 extra victory points.
We don't make up our own rules here, though. So we do know people though who swear by coppers. They never like trashing them, and they will always pick them up when they have 0.
And they won't listen to our advice to say don't buy a copper.
They also won't listen to the internet. I don't know why. If you're out there, coppers are bad. They're a good starting point, for sure.
Except
they're not good later.
If you've got like Counting House or Coppersmith.
Yeah, there's only like a handful. Otherwise, get rid of your coppers. They're not good. Don't get any more. They're bad. Alright, the last card we've got is Peddler.
This is the card that I was trying to get through playing Vagrants and Tournaments to decrease its cost so that when I played my Haggler, I could get a free Peddler. And I think if I would have had a little bit more time, I would have had a bunch of Peddlers for free, which would have been really nice because there wasn't any card that was like... A Tournament can be better than a Peddler if you reveal a province and they don't. But otherwise, Peddler's way better than a Tournament in this scenario. And that's what helped.
I ignored Peddler. Peddler, in my opinion, with this set, because, again, I was going big money. Peddler works really well in engines.
Yeah.
Because, again, every action card you play, this is getting cheaper and cheaper to the point of where it's free.
Yes.
But at that point, if it's free and you have money, you don't really want this.
Well, that's the reason why I used Haggler to get it, because it was like, I'm buying a 6 card, do I really want another one of the 5 cards? I can't get a Gardens, which is what I really wanted. I have enough Tournaments, I don't want another terminating action, which was Smithy, and I don't really want a Vagrant because a Peddler's better than a Vagrant.
Yeah, so I say Peddler's extremely worth it if you're going with engines that have buys, because then you can pick up a whole bunch of these if they're...
Yeah.
Because they'll be, usually in an engine, these will be free, and if you got a bunch of buys, you just pick up a whole bunch of these and they're great.
Yep.
Otherwise, in this one I feel, I think these were ignorable, at least with what I was going, because I felt big money.
For your strategy, ignore it, but with mine, I think it was a handy card to gain for free.
Yeah.
With a Haggler.
All right, so let's do our starting cards. I'm going with what I start with, the 4-3.
What'd you do, Smithy Silver?
Smithy Silver, I love
and
that.
And I did 2 silvers. I don't think I would have changed that. I think the 2 silver start was a pretty good idea, but the fact that you're going big money made that you wanted Smithy. Better. The fact that I didn't want to I thought about Smithy, but with my future, I don't want a terminating action.
You didn't want this as it.
I didn't want that as my... I wanted Haggler. I was going to go Haggler because I looked at it. I was like, ooh, that's pretty good.
This is tough. I'm going by big money because I feel like if you play this and you get some high treasure cards, great.
Yeah.
With that, it's just Haggler, and I don't know. Haggler's not... It's not grabbing me.
It's higher risk.
The wall.
It's a lot higher risk, which is what I like to play by. I like to play high risk.
High risk. What a joke. Anyway, that's this week of Dominating Dominion. If you've got a set of cards you want us to play with, let us know. And, okay, bye. Let us know what cards you'd like us to play with. You can follow me on Twitter, Admiral_Murphy. And leave a comment, like and subscribe. And we shall, well, I'll at least see you next week.